I said there's power in these words, so let's talk. Let's talk. I said there's power in these words, so let's talk. Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. If I don't talk to you, a treasure in this message, so I gotta drop a couple jewels. Did it for my people, need some guidance, and they seek it true. Tired of propaganda, and they sick of being lied to. There's power in these words, so let's talk. Yeah. So let's talk. I say there's power in these words, so let's talk. Yeah. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Yeah. We need more wisdom, we need more love. I'm screaming peace on my people, I'm talking one love. And positive people, we need some more of. And black-owned businesses in my neighborhood really need to talk about our condition. TV and the media is painting strange pictures. If you see a black man, get your gun because he's vicious. Cops been killing us. Why you think it's cop killers die?
MajorTV, and this is brought to you by Major. Like and subscribe to get your notifications. Do it without you, need your full participation. And we giving back, show our appreciation. This is MajorTV, and this is brought to you by Major. Like and subscribe to get your notifications. Do it without you, need your full participation. And we giving back, show our appreciation. Appreciate the views and appreciate the comments. Keeping it real, always giving you this content. Hoping that my people don't take nothing out of context. Giving you this knowledge, hoping that it change your mindset. Telling you you're beautiful like the dawn of the sunset. And letting them know black power is more than just a concept. MajorTV, you know we do this for the people. Changing the community and raising future leaders. This is MajorTV, and this is brought to you by Major. Like and subscribe to get your
Positive vibe and good day to everybody. This is Major, and thank you for tuning in MajorTV. We have a very, very special guest that's about to come on the show. I'm excited to have her on because I found out about her and the platform by accident from my last interview with Brother Hotel. When I found out they had a black education station, I got ecstatic. I got amazed. I was so amazed and excited that I wanted to spread the word like crazy, connecting people that I know is already in on education industry and whatnot. But if you're new to the channel, subscribe because there's a lot of content that's about to be dropped on MajorTV. Like and share it live because this person here gonna really shed some real life about why this channel was started and what we can do to make the channel better and make us better as a people. Without further ado, this beautiful sister, Queen Nancy Marie in the building. How you doing, sis?
I'm well, thank you.
All right, cool. I hope my internet hold up in this hotel because I got a delay. What's going on? How you doing? Got a little flight delay. I don't know what's going on. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. You feel like
Are you
delay?
having difficulty hearing me?
I hear you, but I got a delay. But we good. I gotta see something.
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
Let me refresh. Apologies, we have a delay. Hopefully they don't affect it. I may have to get my hotspot. How you doing, sister? You heard me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. Wow. I may have to get my hotspot. Hold on. Yes. Wow. Make sure I brought it. I hope I brought it. I brought my hotspot, so I'm gonna get off this hotel in there. Sorry about this, y'all. Real talk, sorry. Give me 1 second. And do this. I'm, I'm gonna come off for one. Take it off for 1 second. Hello, how you doing, sis? Can you hear me now? Everything good?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. I'm so sorry. Apology to everybody viewing. We had technical problems. I'm in Vegas with the family vacationing, but I couldn't miss this interview. I want to welcome again the beautiful Nancy Marie. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Apologize about this. I already told you where I'm at, but I told you I had to have you on. Let's talk about you briefly, and then we'll go over to the Black Station, Black Education Station.
Okay. Well, I am a former educator. I taught in a private Christian academy for about 16 years prior to making a transition into homeless services. But all throughout that time, I've also dedicated my life to the performing arts, so producing, directing, acting, and different things like that. But education is at the forefront of everything I do. Even with the theater, I make sure that the projects that I'm a part of have some educational value. It has to go beyond entertainment and educate. So, if you will, edutainment. So, the things that I do are educational, but they're entertaining at the same time. I've been in the business since I was, I think, 7 years old is when I got into the business, and kind of been doing the thing, but again, with education at the forefront. So that's a little bit about me. I'm a mom of 7, grandmother of 9, and making sure that children are educated is very important to me.
Okay, and let's talk about the birth of the Black Education Station. I seen a clip of the Roland interview.
Okay.
He speaks briefly about the birth of it and what it's
Sure.
all about.
So during 2020, of course, we were facing a global pandemic, and the social unrest in the nation was off the hook. And, you know, most, if not all, of our children were moved to a virtual platform for their learning needs, if you will. And for a lot of our children, their needs weren't being met because they didn't have the access to the technology to be able to, get into their classrooms and complete their assignments, and it was just a whole lot of things going on. So in the midst of all of this unrest, there was an affluent Black family who decided that they were going to pool their resources together to create a platform that would serve the educational needs of Black children specifically, a place where they would be able to see themselves reflected in the content, because a lot of times the things that they watch on YouTube or wherever they're getting their content, they're not necessarily seeing themselves. And that's important. Representation is very important. So saying all that to say, they came together, pooled their resources, and developed this platform. First streaming platform dedicated to the education of Black children. 100% of the content is created by Black people, so it is definitely for us, by us. And, they just wanted to ensure that there was a safe space where they could go and get educational content that would fill the gaps that, the social unrest and the pandemic created, outside of everything else that we're going through, with this critical race theory and the different things, we're being taught what we can teach, what we cannot teach, what they can't.
There's a freeze on your end.
See me now?
I can hear you, but it's a little fuzzy.
Okay. I don't know what's going on. But
they must have used this content.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that there was content available, for them. Like say parents who homeschool, want to have resources help them in their quest to homeschool children. So we have all kinds of educational content available. Some of it is cartoons, some of it is live action. We cover all subject matter. It's designed by holistic education.
Shout out to the Black affluent family that decided to come with this idea and move forward, putting together something like this. What is the reaction from the Black community from this creation?
I'm sorry?
What's the reaction from the Black community?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
What's the reaction to
I'm having
BES?
hearing you. I'm sorry, I need you to repeat the question. I'm having trouble hearing you again.
I said, what's the reaction from the Black community about BES?
Okay, so in my travels and promoting the network, I start with the question, did you know there was a Black education station? And most of the reaction is shock, amazement, like we didn't know. And people are pretty excited about the fact that there is a Black education station, that this platform. So to see the responses of the general public, it's enlightening because, like I said, they're not aware. And when they do become aware and they get a glimpse of the trailer, it's just like almost a kid candy store reaction. Oh, wow, there's this and it. So, the general reaction has been very positive, very exciting, very engaging.
I want to thank everybody that's viewing. We have the beautiful Nancy Marie on the platform talking about the Black Education Station, BES. I want to apologize for the technical issue with the internet and what have you, but we have no control over that. But I want to keep the show going. Y'all like and share this live, as well as comment. This is something beautiful that's not spoken about a lot. I don't know if anybody know about it. If anybody viewing that knows somebody have a platform, and if you have a platform, reach out to me or reach out to the sister, because the information comes to the video, and try to give her an interview and find out more, exposing more to our community. And as far as content providers, can anybody produce content from the Black community, and how do they do it?
Okay, so yes, if you are interested in becoming a content creator, on our link tree, and I will get information to you. It's simply linktr.ee/Black Education Station. If you go to that link, and don't worry about it, if you don't remember, you can go to Instagram or Facebook and just look up the Black Education Station. Our link tree information is on both platforms. Simply click that link, and it's going to take you a variety of links. One for you to get subscriptions, One, if you're interested in becoming a content creator, wanted to be an ambassador. So basically what the ambassador does is go in their community to let people know that this platform exists. So you would just click the link of your choice. Now we're talking about information. There's a form that you fill out, telling us whether or not your content already exists or if it's something that you're going to be creating. How many episodes you have available, and then a member of the team will take your responses and will get back to you with the forms and information needed to becoming a content creator on the Black Education Station.
All right. As to date, and considering our situation as a community, how important it is to support a platform like this as well as contribute?
It's very important. It's very important to understand, from the door, is that the current public education system, it wasn't designed with our best interests at heart. Our education system is based upon the Prussian education system, which was pretty much designed to create people who do not think for themselves, basically to make these people slaves to somebody else's dream and vision. So when you're in the public school system, they're not training you to think like an entrepreneur. They're not training you to think about the possibilities of what you could do or what you could become. They're basically preparing you to take your gifts and your talents to build somebody else's vision, with somebody else, a corporation, for 30 years, 40 years, and at the end of the day, they give you a watch and tell you goodbye, and now you're sitting with this watch looking at how much time you don't have left to fulfill your own purpose, your own destiny. Please don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong. If you want to go and work in corporate America, there's nothing wrong with that. But our children need to know and to understand that that's not their only option. They have dreams, they have visions, they can become whatever it is they want to become if they have the support to do that. So we want to make sure that they have to fulfill their dreams, their visions, to see people who look like them doing the things that they might want to do. So we have several of our content creators who are children. We have one young lady, Ava the Stensis. Ava is about 8 years old, and she's on the platform performing these scientific experiments. This girl launches a rocket. She is the bomb. So, imagine a little girl seeing somebody that looks like her doing all this scientific stuff and saying, wow, that's something I want to do. And because they can make that connection and see themselves in Ava, it gives them the hope, it gives them the vision to pursue that destiny. We have two young men who interview kid entrepreneurs. So, there's a lot of value in this platform, especially for the representation piece. Us being able to see us doing major things and knowing that we have options.
Nancy, can you explain us the importance of positive imagery, positive things around us, the psychological aspect, as well as when you talk about corporate America versus doing your own thing, and that mindset? You talk about how important it is for that positive imagery that y'all display on your platform.
So, if I understand your question right, we're kind of in a will, because number one thing that's lacking in our community is the lack of financial literacy. That's one major thing that's lacking. We really don't understand money. We don't understand how money works. We don't understand the importance of legacy, of building generational wealth. And so we wonder why other people can build businesses and buy homes and do different things, and why we cannot. It's because we don't have that foundation. It's like we get our paycheck and we run out, and our paycheck is gone within a day or two. So it's important for us to get those foundational measures in place so we can start shifting the narrative so that, our children aren't starting from scratch. A lot of us, when we pass on, many of us won't have a will. Many of us won't have a life insurance policy to pass any type of wealth to our children. So pretty much they're going to have to start from scratch, which kind of makes it almost necessary for them to go in corporate America or wherever to get a job, to work for somebody else, and then they don't do the things that the generation before them didn't do. So now when when their children's turn, it's going to be the same, because again, there's no generational wealth passed on. They're starting from scratch. They don't have the finances, the money that they need to do the things that they want to do, to establish themselves, to buy a home, to set up their businesses, to set up businesses that they could pass down as a legacy to their children. So these things are available on our platform. So I hope that I answered your question. And if I didn't, please rephrase it, because I do want to provide the information that you're asking for.
Well, it wasn't directly on point, but it was on point to a degree. But I was asking about the positive imagery. But what you just said is very, very important that we know. That was a piece that needed to be said regardless. But I want to talk about the positive imagery as well of seeing, like you're saying, the young entrepreneurs, the young scientists, and the imagery that's on BES.
Okay, so them being able to see their peers doing the things that they want to do is right. Okay, so right. I mean, it's important because we watch Disney or other platforms where we're not really represented. We don't see doing the things. So it's a more positive impact because okay, let's take a step back. With me, the images that are portrayed in mainstream media, as far as we're concerned, is negative to a degree, right? You see the drug dealers, you see, the thugs or whatever, and the other that you're either going to be in sports or in entertainment or so the option, right? So you're looking at these images on the Black Education Station. Dapper young men with ties, speaking eloquently, presenting their peers. A young lady, doing workout videos and encouraging, young people to take their physical health seriously, to work out, get in shape, get your mind right. When you see these images of us, it's kind of like, yeah, I want to do. We've had several instances where young people have seen the content of the young people and decided, I want to show on BES. And that's the reaction that we want, and that's what we need, because yeah, if we can do it, if they can do it, you can do it too. And we're here to support you through that vision. You get the vision, and we're going to help you make it happen. And we're going to give you this platform to be able to be seen, to be heard. Your voice matters, you matter, the way you look matter, and we want to make sure that there is a place for you, and that's what Black Education Station is.
All right, let's talk about that controlling our narrative. Right now, a story about about correcting our mindset. Can you talk about that? Because that's what you actually saying in essence.
So it's a full-time job. It doesn't happen overnight because we're conditioned and we're programmed to think a certain way. So it really takes a lot of time and effort, but it begins with the individual. The individual has to want to think a new way. They have to want new things. Um, in any situation where you're deprogramming, where you're detoxing, it can be a kind of hairy situation because again you've certain things have been embedded in you, and now you have to take the time to unlearn what was taught to be able to receive that new information. And a lot of times it just simply takes repetition, seeing an image over and over and over again until it becomes your reality. That's the whole definition of what programming is. When you look at the programming on mainstream TV and you see the video vixens and you see, the images that don't necessarily have us in a positive light. And that's what our children are watching over and over and over again. And, whatever you repeat, that's what you're going to become. So if we are taking, scaling back on the negativity and pushing that positivity forward, with the same effort, with the same zeal, the same repetition, watching this over and over and over again, eventually the old will crumble and the new will be able to take root and grow. For some, the seeds will germinate immediately. For some, it's going to take some time. But we have to be willing to at least plant a seed and let that seed grow at its own rate. And we have to understand also that a lot of times, quick growth is not necessarily the best growth, right? Weeds grow very quickly, but they don't have a long lifespan. So it takes patience, it takes endurance. Above all things, it takes love, because you have to have a love for the people, to want them to see better, to do better, and to have better. So if your foundation is rooted in love, and then you have that patience and that endurance, you can repeat the pattern over and over again, the pattern of positivity, and eventually that mindset is going to shift, and now you have another soldier that's able to pour into somebody else and take them through that same process. It takes not just the Black Education Station. It has to be the effort of an entire village coming together to make this thing happen. Black Education Station is just one part of it, and we're here to support the effort.
But I want to thank you and everybody that's doing. We have Queen Nancy Marie on the channel from Black Education Station, BES. And I just want to welcome everybody and ask everybody to take time to share this video, like this video. All the information about the website, social media, everything in the description of this video. I have a couple more questions. I'm going to hold you up.
Okay.
What are the ages, groups of our young Black children that you all cater to?
Okay, so we have our official launch next Friday, Black Friday, November 25th. The platform will be officially launched. In the first phase of our launch, we are catering to students from preschool through 5th grade. As the channel grows, as the station grows, we are going to be incorporating content to include middle school and high school students. But right now, our focus is preschool through 5th grade.
Okay. And again, if somebody want to be a content creator or contributor, how can they do that?
Okay, so again, you can find us on Instagram or on Facebook as the Black Education Station, one word. That'll take you to our profile. In our profile, there is a link that you can click, and then it will give you several links. One of them will be to become a content creator. You simply click that link and fill out the form, and then a member of the team will get back to you with the next steps.
Right now, what all y'all have online as far as do y'all have a whole functioning station and how y'all basically air it?
Yes, we have the station is live. We've been live since September the 5th, and we have plenty of content to be viewed on the station. Several different sections of content. Again, some of them cartoons. Hustle Brothers, have several shows on the platform, including Hustle Brothers and Celebrity Friends, which really deals with life skills for the students. We have mathematics content. We have reading content, plenty of reading content. We have an original author series where Black authors come on the platform and read their books to the children. We have a bilingual program in which the host actually teaches the children words, vocabulary in English and in Spanish. So there is plenty of content to be had, and there is plenty of room for more.
Wow. The question I want to ask you blew my mind. I was like, wow, you got a lot going on. I want to thank you. I did have another question. It slipped my
Okay.
mind. I was just so taken about all the information that you were sharing. But I do want to thank you for coming on. I do want to give you last words, and I'm gonna close with my last words.
Okay.
I really appreciate you coming on, but say your last words and what you want people to know as far as now and the future.
Okay. Well, I just want everybody to know that education is important. And we have to take the education of this generation seriously. Black Education Station, it's the first of its kind. And we really encourage you to take advantage of this station. You may be of the age that I am and have all of your children are grown. It's okay. You may want to gift a subscription to a family who may want to have this content, but they may not be able to afford it. It's not expensive. It costs $10 a month. $110 for the year. If you get a yearly subscription, you do get 1 month free. If you forsake Starbucks 2 times a week, 1 month, you've paid for the subscription for the month. So I encourage you, to get a subscription, gift a subscription. And please, if you have content, we want your voice heard on this platform. It's important. It takes a village to raise a child. We have to get back to the village. And I tell everybody, everywhere I go, nobody's coming to save us. We have to save ourselves.
And that's the question I want to ask you. You answered about subscription, how that works, and so forth, so on. So every month is, how much is a monthly?
$10
And yearly
is $110.
And get a free month free.
Right.
Cool, y'all heard that. The Queen Nancy Reed. $10 a month for a whole year, $110. $110 with a free one.
Yep.
We have to support. And for those who got young kids, no doubt sign up. I'm definitely gonna look into it. I'm gonna probably sign up and send it somewhere myself. No, I will, not probably, I will sign up.
Cool.
I'm so excited about what y'all have going on. Feel free to communicate via email or what have you. You got my number to let me know if you want to come on the channel again. And
Absolutely.
That's
absolutely. I would love to, and then hopefully, we won't have the technological problems that we had with this episode. But I would love to come back and speak with you again. because there are major things coming up, and we want you to be a part. Subscribe, people. Subscribe. You know, you're doing yourself a favor. You're doing your children a favor. We want to see this generation succeed.
And remember, it's not like they asking for a donation. I think you use donations, but they're actually providing a service. So when you pay, it's not like you're donating, you're actually paying for a service. Education and training service for our young minds. We complain often about how young minds being poisoned, education system, by what's going on in our community that's not healthy and positive. We talk about the music, we talk about entertainment, we talk about everything. But when somebody's out here really trying to do something, like we slow to react, we need to react more. We have a lot of people out here in our community asking for donations, but not producing the fruit. You get caught on sensationalizing all the stuff that's going on that needs to be addressed. But at the same time, like, you got to understand what is real and what's not. And our young minds are definitely where it's at. We got a couple of comments. We go through the comments and we're gonna roll. It's a few. Just people came through and holler. Black first, third, and second. Black first, third, and second X. Hello, thank you for coming through. And Jim Lady, Natan, good evening. Come back and say it's a lady here. We'll watch you later. That's Aunt Jim Lady. She's from UK.
Okay.
Look, I know I don't do early lives like this here. It's not really pop-up live. I'm kind of pre-posting and what have you. I know people will watch the replay. Check out the Black Education Station. Got a trailer on their website. Go to the social media on their website. Support. That's what I'm like, support. I'm going to definitely support. Y'all know me TV by the community. Queen Nancy Marie, you're welcome. Come on. I will be contacting you soon, get updates and what have you. You definitely come on and support the channel.
All right.
Come on, support the channel. Come back with this information so we can share with the people.
Yes.
We might not catch everybody. We won't catch some along the way.
Right.
We want those who care about developing our community, especially our young minds.
Yes.
So thank you so much for everything.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate for giving us this time. Take care and enjoy Vegas.
All right, you already know. Bye. For you all out there watching, thank you for watching on Major TV. Thank you for loving support. Y'all like, share, and you new to the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm dropping content constantly, and it's for those who are serious about growing, developing, networking, building, and finding real solutions for our community. Shout out to Black Education Station, BES, and Queen Nancy Marie, who's head of pushing the agenda and the affluent family, Black family behind the scenes that created this idea. For everybody out there, hey, we said we want change, we need change. It starts somewhere. Why not here? It's not asking for anything. You're asking you to pay for a service that can help our young minds. Can't beat that. I'm out with the family in Vegas, enjoying myself. I had to take time to do this live. I just was thrilled from Brother Hotel. Shout out to him too. Salute for putting me on BS and Queen Nancy Marie. I mean, it's a thrill just knowing that people out here doing something. There's so much progress going on in our community. There's so many moves being made. And unfortunately, a lot of other stuff taking headlines, taking away from good stories, good possibilities, good realities, good things that's happening. From me to you, y'all stay focused. Y'all stay on cool and just be you. Peace.
Let's talk. Let's talk. Yeah. Doing it from the heart, 'cause that's the only way of doing it. Giving them food for thought, 'cause these Jews are real jewelry. Remember, we used to march for peace. Today's Dr. King. Remember, we would walk the streets showing our unity. Yeah, strength in numbers. We need to talk among us. We need to show more love and be more supportive. Product of my environment, something wrong with the soil. Soldier with no platoon, 'cause every day it's a war. Doing it from the heart, 'cause that's the only way of doing it. Giving them food for thought, 'cause these Jews are real jewelry. Remember, we used to march for peace. Today's Dr. King. Remember, we would walk the streets showing our unity. Doing it from the heart, 'cause that's the only way of doing it. Giving them food for thought, 'cause these Jews are real jewelry. Remember, we used to march for peace. Today's Dr. King. Remember, we would walk the streets showing our unity. Let's talk. I ain't saying that it gotta happen overnight, but we gotta make a change to preserve life, serve a greater purpose, and start with you and I. Gotta plant seeds of hope deep in your mind, and let it grow to something you never thought it would, and give back all the blessings to the neighborhood, just the way you should, the only way to do it. This is Major TV Music, Black Media. Doing it from the heart, 'cause that's the only way of doing it. Giving them food for thought, 'cause these Jews are real jewelry. Remember, we used to march for peace. Today's Dr. King. Remember, we would walk the streets showing our unity. Doing it from the heart, 'cause that's the only way of doing it. Giving them food for thought, 'cause these Jews are real jewelry. Remember, we used to march for peace. Today's Dr. King. Remember, we would walk the streets showing our unity.
The Negro is still languished in the corners of American society, finds himself in exile in his own land. So we've come here today to dramatize a shameful condition. In a sense, we've come to our nation's capital to cash a check. When the architects of our republic wrote the magnificent words of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, they were signing a promissory note to which every American was to fall heir. This note was a promise that all men, yes, black men as well as white men, would be guaranteed the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It is obvious today that America has defaulted on this promissory note insofar as her citizens of color are concerned.